So the moon goes into Aries, where we shift gears into a need to find courage, take action, take risks, and move things forward. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, July 25th. With the moon going into Aries in the morning, it is around 7 something my time, which is Pacific time on the United States, 7:52 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday, July 25th. So prior to that, we have the moon in Pisces. And the Pisces moon, remember, is about completion, transcendence, letting go, releasing the past, letting go of attachments, opening to the bigger picture, connecting with our dreams. And yesterday we talked about the moon passing by Saturn and the need to sort of crystallize or make a plan to materialize our dreams, right? And then the moon goes, depends on when you watch this, past Neptune as it completes its time in Pisces, heading into Aries. So Aries, of course, is the sign of new beginnings. It reminds us of this opportunity that we have every month when the moon goes into Aries to rediscover who we are, reimagine who we are, try new things, move something forward, take action. So it's the beginning, right? If Pisces is the conclusion and we're letting go of the past, Aries is stepping into the new. Of course, this is a waning moon. So the moon is getting smaller each night. We are in the process of integrating, digesting, processing what unfolded, or especially around the full moon. The July 20th, 21st full moon in Capricorn at the very end of Capricorn, that really highlighted those themes of completions, new beginnings, power, the past versus the future, the individual versus patriarchy and authority, finding our own authority, working together in grassroots ways. So as we are integrating, right, the moon is getting smaller, it's waning, we're integrating, we're also completing this moon cycle that has to do with caring. Isn't it beautiful how everything ties together? So we're integrating and processing what we learned about the past versus the future, having to do with themes of caring, how we care for one another, what we care about, how we care for progress, right? Pluto in Aquarius is very much about progress. Now, we have coming up later this year, Pluto retrograde will return to Capricorn. So we are not done with the Capricorn themes of the work that we need to do to transform our systems and structures. And I have been talking quite a bit about Pluto's time in Capricorn since 2008, right? And how much it has to do with the breakdown of systems and structures, confronting patriarchy, confronting the shadow side of authority, etc. Right? There's lots we could dive into, but the point is that we have to remember too that this is not just about like limitations, oppression, hardship, constraints, mortality, right? Those things are very present, but as themes. But at the same time, what we are truly confronting or coming up against is this opportunity to transform. So the opportunity to say die to the past as we reimagine the future and begin to organize ourselves around what we want that future to look like. So Capricorn is organizing. Capricorn is very serious. Capricorn reminds us that we have to address our systems, the ways that we organize, government, all these things that sort of create structure in our lives. So reimagining that now with Pluto returning to Capricorn, as it is now retrograde and will return to Capricorn for a few weeks, not for super long, but these last few weeks in 2024 of Pluto's time in Capricorn is a completion of this work of transformation. So I think this is why I love astrology so much, right? It gives us this bigger picture. This is why I have been able to be optimistic, I guess, right? Positive, just reminding us to stay focused in the present moment is because astrology gives me this bigger picture perspective. It reminds us that everything changes. Everything is a cycle. The things that are up for us that show up as challenges or difficulties are, in fact, invitations to remind us that we have to grow. How are we going to grow? What are we going to learn from this? And Saturn Capricorn energy is a great teacher. So it ultimately wants us to learn, to grow, and it does that by pushing us against our limitations. So that is true of the human journey, right? We all have throughout our lives times that are challenging, times where we are pushed to our limits, times when we must learn and grow, or we have the opportunity to respond, right? That's what responsibility means. It's the ability to respond to the challenges by becoming something even stronger. So because we're talking about Pluto, outer planet, we are talking about this and how it happens in the collective, the bigger picture of society, humanity, right? You can see these collective themes really showing up. And so there is a need as we head toward the end of 2024, toward the time when Pluto will be in Capricorn again. I shared about this recently, but September 1st through November 19th will be Pluto in that final degree of Capricorn. Remember, the final degree is about completion. So perhaps we will get an opportunity to really complete this work of transformation, of stepping into something that has to do with the future, and really dealing with the demons that had to come to the surface in this time of Pluto being in Capricorn. So that's one way to think about it. There certainly are lots of factors. It's not going to be smooth sailing. We've already seen that it can be pretty emotional and scary at times. So it's all about how we take care of ourselves in those moments, because there's also these moments of breakthrough, right? So Pluto in Aquarius, which after November 19th of this year, Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 19-20 years. So Pluto in Aquarius is about breakthrough. So we get this feeling of freedom from the constraints and the hard work that we've had to push in recent years. So anyway, that's one perspective. So bringing it back to today, to Thursday, and the Aries Moon and finding your courage. Part of the reason I'm thinking about Aries and rebirth and just looking at the chart, currently where the outer planets are, Pluto's at 0 degrees Aquarius. Of course, it's retrograde. Neptune also retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces. So we have these strong themes of completion, of new beginnings, of the struggle between the need to complete the past, the need to move into the future, and All of it is really an opportunity for us to learn more about who we are and what we're capable of, to step up to the challenge of creating the future. And so self-care for today looks like, where do you need to move? Where do you need to do something about what you care about? How can you take action on that plan that we were talking about yesterday, right? Yesterday, Wednesday, was about planning, making a plan to bring your dream into reality. And so today is about taking one small, little tiny, but tangible action step in that direction. So it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be monumental. Any action step that you take to move things in the right direction is a good step, and affirming your highest potential. And it's also good self-care. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can learn more about me and how to work with me at astrologyheals.com. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing, and check back. I'm here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. Bye for now.